Right, cool. And so many have extracted some seeds out of one of these boy girl tree vaginas. And yeah, see our previous video about how to extract seeds from a boy girl tree vagina pine cone. Yes, from one of these vaginas that fall on the ground. And because there's somebody on YouTube called Nana that really needs to go home and see Jabeth, because they say that the best way to get the seeds out of these vaginas is to murder a tree, like what's going on here, is to murder one of these, murder the neighboring tree, suck out its blood, make a paper bag, pick up the vagina cones into this paper bag, and place them inside the flesh of their murdered neighbor, and then shake them up, and that's how you get the seeds out. Yeah, but Benny says you could totally, there's other methods, Nana. Don't tell us what to do, Nana, because you can, if say you're in a situation where one of these vaginas, you have a relationship with, like, what they measure as 7 years with one of these vaginas, and they say that and you try to cultivate that relationship, and you have all these transactions and exchanges with them. Yeah, you have all these different energy transactions, either through, sexual contact, financial, and other things. But then, towards the conclusion of this relationship that doesn't never really end. Yeah, divorce, that's a joke. At least the Catholics should be on our side. Yeah, if there is a side to take, like, is there a rationale? Is there a rationale that, you can't really divorce from anything because there's all these transactions going on. Yeah, there's trannies everywhere. See that tree over there? It's having these transactions, even as we're here at this particular moment. Yeah, it's having all these transactions. It's absorbing chemicals and letting off other chemicals, and then there's all these different transactions going on. There's trannies everywhere. It's like the Christian's nightmare. Yeah, different sects of Christians, they break away and they say, oh, we'll just go over here and we'll do things our way. But, if you happen to be in a relationship with one of these vaginas that, towards the 7-year period of this relationship tells you that they murder other vaginas, that they ritually kill other vaginas and eat their brains. Yeah. And you go to the pig nest in the city that you dwell in, and you ask them for public records relating to this vagina, and that they say that they ritually kill and eat their brains, and they say, and the only thing the pigs have to say when you ask for public records relating to something that they're trying to cover up, because they've got skeletons in their closet, and it's all blackmail system. You see, it's one of these system beweavers blackmailing another. That's what it is. Well, they murder these trees to have pieces of paper to tell lies on. And the only thing they have to say when many ask for public records relating to the suspicious demise of somebody called Tamika Stifler, the only thing they have to say is, we're not going to protect you. Yeah, they don't. That's all they have to say. So, Nana, you can totally pick up a dead stick on the ground, tie a string to it, like a quantum string, and then tie a noose around the other end of the string, and then situate it around the neck of the vagina. That says there's no relationship, so the donkey Congress can take away your firearms, murder your character on a piece of paper, while banks steal your identity, opening accounts in your name without authorization, because because they're all connected through the blackmail network. They say, well, shit, they're getting away with it, so we're going to do it too. So, yeah, you just tie a string around, you tie a string to a stick, and then the noose on the other end of the string, and you fit the noose around the neck of this vagina, and you beat it. You beat that fucking vagina up against the side of the tree that it fell off of. And you can get the seeds out that way too, Nana. Don't tell us what to do, Nana. Okay, so Minnie has extracted some seeds, and we've gone to poop church. you know, because we have to poop in a bucket because Nancy May says we're not allowed to use the toilet. We're not allowed to use the toilet. So, we go to poop church, poop in a bucket, and we put their poops. Grab some of the soil off the ground here. Yeah, and just kind of pull the big rocks out of it, and you know, like try. You know, there's places where you could grab soil without disturbing any of these other little plants, like the grasses and things. You might get some grass. You might get some little roots in there. You want to try to pull those out so that they don't, you know, there's no conflict. They don't compete with what you're trying to grow here. And then you mix up your poop, and that you're not allowed to put down a municipal sewer system because a bunch of Nazis who rape babies don't want you in their neighborhood. Yeah, they don't want their victims. They don't want their victims to be in the same city or state or town that they are, so they all get subbed with. They all get submissively subbed on Mark Zuckerberg and other corporate entities' platforms, and they use that as a gerrymandering system to get rid of their victims. So here we are in the middle of fucking nowhere, which we're happy to be in the middle of fucking nowhere because we're not around any of you human fucking slaves. Yeah, who will purchase these Birches houses of... Yes, who will purchase these Birches house of purchases? We're going to sell all you motherfuckers. And they'll turn you into hamburger meat, hot dogs, and some of them, they'll keep as slaves until you're all dead. And that way you can't murder these trees anymore to wipe your fucking asses on and have a piece of paper to say that, tell some lies on. Yeah, you won't be able to do that. Go home to Jabez, Nana, and take all your paper bag followers with you. So we plant the seeds in this peanut butter jar. And we plant the seeds in there, you know, and mix it soil up with the poop, and we got it sitting here on this murdered tree. And you can tell this tree has been murdered. Yeah, you can see. It didn't fall down. It's been cut. So we set it up here off the ground so that, you know, maybe it'll catch some of this sunlight, catch some of this radiation, and cause the, you know, the material to heat up and be a nice little environment for these seeds to grow in until they get big enough that we can and, you know, there's trans all over the place, you stupid motherfuckers, that we could trans them out of there and put them somewhere. Put them somewhere here. Yes. We hope you've enjoyed our tutorial about, you know, how to replace these trees that these lying, racist, murdering, ritual killing, belief system fucking humans have devastated and murdered. There's only a few here. Look, there's this entire place was covered in these things. Yeah, they would have been everywhere practically. And they, you know, they shared the place with these bushes. They got bushes and other grasses and things here. But they'd have been, there's everywhere. And some lying racist humans that rape babies and get rich raping a baby in public while they all demand privacy and other rights. Yeah. It's like, okay. So, you know, they murder a character on a piece of paper, and because of that, we start to transition. Yeah, the paper's a machine. These things are technology, they're machines. And then you might, okay, there's this natural element to them, but when you murder them and with this process, yeah, it's just paper's a machine. So we start to transition, and now everybody else that has a piece of paper with lies on it says they own this on a piece of paper. Yeah, they don't want us around because, you know, they don't, you know, they got their Christian flashy thingy belief system like, you know, Men in Black. They just go to church and they're preachers and all that shit. They just flashy thing them with the idea that, hey, Jabez forgives you for that. Good job. You raped a baby on a public playground by throwing condoms down on it. And they got entangled in an energy that makes them queer and different. and you discriminated against them and deny them university, degrees and education, while you also deny them labor and housing and other things. It's like, great, that's exactly what we want you to do. Yeah, because that's what our churches are all about. To abuse and deny others, and then go to church and Jabez forgives them. So we're going to wipe the slate clean. We're going to kill every one of you bastards. Oh, you think you're safe? Oh yeah, you think you're safe. But the funny part is you don't seem to realize that your Jabez isn't going to save you. That all of this stuff, your wealth, your private property, all of this grows out of a causality. Yeah, look it up. It's a physical thing. It's physics. It's not a belief system thing. It grows out of a causality of a baby picking up a balloon on a playground, a condom, thinking it's a balloon and having an innocent public drink out of it when they're a baby. Yeah, well, all you bastards want to drink blood and eat brains of your ritually killed victims in private. So we're going to wipe the slate clean. We're going to kill all you bastards through that quantum causality string. And then once you're all dead and gone home to see Jabez, there won't be any of you left to murder these trees to have a piece of paper to wipe your ass on, or to tell some lies and say that you own this shit on a piece of paper while you deny your victims. Fuck you and I.